Title: Shaking Things Up in China. 21 injured, buildings crumble and social media trembles as 5.4 earthquake strikes east. TLDR, Eastern China gets a rude awakening as a 5.4 magnitude earthquake rocks the region early Sunday morning, leaving 21 injured and dozens of buildings collapsed. Social media explodes with videos and terrified comments, with the quake even affecting big cities like Beijing and Shanghai. Authorities jump into action, but people are left pondering the rarity of earthquakes in the east. Shaking awake to reality. In the wee hours of the morning, when most were lost in dreams, eastern China was abruptly shaken awake by a magnitude 5.4 earthquake. The trembling ground left 21 injured, 126 buildings collapsed, and social media flooded with raw reactions. What was going on in Shandong province? Was Mother Nature just throwing a tantrum, or was it something more? Let's dive into the quake that's got China, and the rest of the world, talking. Social media trembles with fear. Videos showcasing shaking light fixtures and bricks scattered on the ground went viral, giving viewers a first-hand feel of the chaos. Comments like, "During the earthquake my head was shaking on the pillow, I thought I was having a nightmare," flooded Weibo. What's the psychology behind sharing these traumatic experiences on social media? Is it a cry for help, a way to connect, or just the modern way to say, "I was there"? A rare eastern shakedown. The quake didn't just hit Dezhou, in Shandong province, but was felt as far away as Beijing, Tianjin, and Shanghai. Now, earthquakes in China aren't exactly breaking news, but what makes this one a head-scratcher is that it hit the eastern part, home to most of the population and big cities. A rarity indeed. Should the inhabitants of eastern China start preparing for more of these seismic surprises, or is this just a one-off incident? Emergency response and rescue. China's Ministry of Emergency Management didn't waste any time, launching a Level 4 emergency response and sending teams to lead the rescue work. Meanwhile, state broadcaster CCTV made it clear that only specific old dirt buildings that were uninhabited have collapsed. Seems like some damage control was at play here, but how truthful was this claim? With water and communications infrastructure functioning normally but hundreds of train services suspended, one has to wonder what the real impact of this quake was. Conclusion: a shaken reflection. From the residents' terrifying experiences to the state's reassuring response, this earthquake left more than just physical tremors in its wake. The big question now is whether this was just a rare geological hiccup or a sign of things to come. Are the inhabitants of eastern China truly safe, or should they be bracing for more seismic events in the future? The eastern part of China is typically considered a safe zone from earthquakes. How will this unexpected quake affect the way people live, build, and plan in this region? Was it a mere anomaly or a warning sign that the ground beneath might not be as stable as once thought? Could this spark a new era of earthquake preparedness in China? Your thoughts? Let's shake up the conversation below.